Previously on ALL HAIL YOG. Trespassing into the Wombwood, our nefarious villains stumbled into a Symbian patrol, and there, thanks to their dark gift, encountered an agent of Yog, who promised to lead them to Vaer Quethralos. Now the party stands at the base of 5 enormous trees, pale as ghosts, and debates their next move in their hunt for the newborn Princess Nimria. The adventure continues on the 51st of Hemsen, year 895, in the 4th age of Ondûn. This is The Child, Episode 4.
The party is standing at the base of these 5 enormous, pale, bone-white trees, trying to find any entrance into Vaer Quethralos, the hidden palace. What do you do?
So we don't see any buildings, it's just all these massive
You just see
trees,
these
right?
5 huge trees. Yeah, you make perception to get a better sense of the surroundings.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just want to see if we can, get into whatever this hidden palace is.
Right, yeah.
13.
They are very, very tall, at least 100 feet before they kind of get swallowed by other foliage up there. So you're not 100% sure. If there is something, it's definitely not down here on the ground that you can see overtly. If you want to spend the time and search the base of the trunks with investigation, you might be able to find if you're looking for a hidden door. But there's no obvious entrance or anything from the ground level, if that makes sense. So far, you've seen them mostly operate up in the branches anyway. This elf that came down to the ground was kind of unusual. So you think up is your assumption.
I want to do a perception up to see if I see ladders.
Yeah. Go for it.
Any sort of way to get there.
Yeah.
9.
You do not. It goes so high up, and it's just kind of sheer. There aren't even any branches. It's just kind of naked trunk, up and up and up and up and up and up, and then it kind of gets lost in the greenery.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I'm going to take out one of his vials. I'll take out one of the vials and attach a syringe to it, and he's going to stab Elizabeth with it. And then
Shudders and drools.
I just gave her jump. There it is. So this is for 1 minute. Great. So her jump distance is tripled until the spell ends.
Great.
And then I'm going to try to climb on her back.
Okay.
And
you want her to jump up?
Yeah, I want her to jump up there and try to grab
So these trees are pretty bare. You could definitely climb them. It would just be trickier. Do you want to climb the big tree, or do you want to climb one of the smaller trees, around the fringes? Because there's lots of other trees.
The smaller tree is fine. Just to get a better view of trying to find an entrance up there.
Give me an athletics check for her, please.
Okay. That is a 14.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So you're kind of hunched up on her back, and she sort of stands there and will bend her knees and then springs like a frog, right? Suddenly given this boing. Is there any kind of physical transformation that happens?
Yeah. So her legs that were once whatever I described them as before kind of mutate when she gets this shot of the steroid, basically, this jump, and it turns into this kind of frog legs.
Just bow-legged, right?
They kind of
bend outward.
Yeah,
so she leaps upward into the trees and just vanishes with the doctor on her back.
Here we go!
Woo! And just crashes onto one of these trees and is kind of swaying back and forth, and you're holding onto her. You're still probably about 30, 40 feet off the ground. You can maybe do one more jump on this tree before you're out of tree, but you can also make a perception check from here.
I guess I'll do one here. And
the leaves are coming down. You can kind of see, you have a vague sense of where they are. They're just, up there.
We're just watching the tree bow.
15.
Okay, yeah. If you look through the branches, what you couldn't see from the ground, you can now see that way up at sort of the base of this tree, you see, a little tiny platform that's, right there that kind of juts out. And then, an opening in the side of the tree as though it's hollowed out. But it doesn't look like it was carved. It looks like it just kind of grew that way. But it's about 100 feet off the ground, you would imagine.
Wow.
You're about 30 feet off the ground now in this tree. Yeah.
Keep going. So I'll probably shout down that I think I see an entrance up here. Way up here.
Shouting.
You shout?
Yeah, he's shouting it. Hey, we got it! Hey! Hey, you guys, we gotta get up here!
It's just Rick.
It's just Rick.
It's just Rick.
Now, I can't shout as this doctor.
That's fine. You don't have to shout.
Oh, you guys.
It's all right.
You
guys. My wife.
Maybe not
It's gonna sound
salami,
like
Dante.
Rick. I can't get
That's
it
fine.
out of my
That's
head
fine.
now.
It's okay. So the doctor has found an entrance and pointed it out to you guys.
Excellent.
The rest of you are kind of down on the ground, but you shouted it, right? Okay.
He did. Yeah.
Multiple times.
He's not.
Gotcha.
I mean, he's smart, but he's
Okay.
He's crazy.
What
not
does the party
stealthy.
do?
I'll fly up.
Cool. You want to fly up to the entrance?
You can fly.
What? Yeah. Well, she and I both have wings.
They both have wings.
We both have wings.
What the hell am I doing?
But you did have the jump serum, so waste not, want not, right?
She's better this way.
Has been flying the entire time.
The entire time.
Has
literally
not
not
touched
sorry.
the ground yet.
100 feet?
Yeah, it would take,
Yeah.
well, no,
That's
3
your
and a half
speed. It would
rounds.
take 3 rounds. Yeah. Functionally.
Yeah.
So you could probably make it because you have the little you can do.
Yeah,
little
I can
stints.
like
You can
glide
go
and
up to
like
the
grip
trees,
onto the tree.
probably,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
So I'll
up,
do
yeah.
the same. I'll have to change back to my demonic form.
Okay.
Oh no, no
Oops.
armor. Woo.
Great. So they're gonna fly up. What is the plan for Erick?
Well, old pitiful Erick. I will hop onto a different tree, not the one that he's on,
Okay.
and climb up acrobatically.
Yeah. Okay. Give me acrobatics.
Okay.
I would say a tree you can climb acrobatically. That's fine.
Tree. 14.
You want a different one than the one that they're
Yeah.
on. Great.
It's rocking.
So you start climbing up, and then you see the angel basically takes off, and the demon kind of takes off. You're gonna cling onto the sides
Yeah,
of the
so I'll
big
do
tree.
like 30 feet. Yeah, I went with the big one, so I'll like do the 30 feet and like cling
Yeah,
to
because
the
I feel like
side
the
and
wings
then,
aren't like big enough to really carry you. They're like sort of
yeah,
little fluttery.
they like help me like glide, and then I have to have like prop on something.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will need some kind of an athletics from you as well, just to
Okay.
cling on. It won't be as hard as actually climbing it, but
Got it. Do you want athletics or acrobatics?
it's a sheer tree. There's not really a lot of acrobatical stuff you can do. I know.
8.
8. Okay. I will say you get up a little bit, and then you can grab onto the tree, and then you kind of slide down. It's not a good
sense,
place,
yeah.
but your like claws draw these lines
Get me
in the
there,
flesh
yeah.
of it. So you could try going up the other trees, the smaller trees around. It's basically going to be athletics to try to go up the main tree if you want to do
Got
that.
it.
So it's up to you. How you want to try again, or you want
Because
to try a
the
different
little
approach?
ones have a little bit more to like.
They have more
onto,
branches
right?
and stuff, so I could see
I'll
acrobatics.
do a
for
little
that.
one. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
go for it. Give me acrobatics.
Mod 20.
Cool. Yeah. So you can all get to basically the top of the height of the trees that are in this area, but there's a certain like about 30 feet between the tops of these trees and that platform. You're gonna have to figure some other way out. You can fly straight up to the top.
I can glide over there too because I
Yeah,
have 30
you could.
feet.
You
Yeah.
can also glide up there, but
Yeah.
the 2 of you still need to be able to
Climb
make
it
it.
up.
Are you just going, Agnoment, or are you gonna wait for the rest of the group?
No, I'm just.
Okay, great.
You do your own thing.
As you fly, you have your wings open, right? And you basically come up into the site of this doorway, and you can see it sort of leads into a chamber almost like in the hollow of this tree. And standing there, right when you appear, like, leaning out, is an elf dressed in the same kind of armor you saw her, but it's like, nice polished armor, and has a bow in their hand with 3 arrows kind of knocked to it. You see the bow has 3 strings on it. It kind of looks out. You're making no attempt to be stealthy, right? You're just coming
No.
straight up.
I'm also like not like darting up there. Like I'm probably leisurely kind of just like
Yeah.
working my
right.
way up.
Up. And it sort of the elf kind of watches you and then pulls the arrow. Initiative, please. Initiative order. Desdemonia, Agnoment, Palace Guard, Erick Idylvain, Dr. Hughbert, Elizabeth. So we're going to start with Desdemonia. What would you like to do? You can see that basically Agnoment came up to the doorway and the elf is pulling their bow.
I mean, there's not really a way I can stealthily glide over there, right? Because I'm like in.
I would say you can make a stealth check to glide, like not up to the ledge, but
Yeah.
like glide over to the tree and then try to climb or something like that. But I know you're not good at athletics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could wait or take some other action. But
So I'm kind of like chilling on one of the smaller trees, right? Just like across from it.
Yep. Basically, the entrance to this bigger tree only has the one like way out, so it'd be hard to get near it without him being able to see you. This guard.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out my short bow then.
Okay, cool.
Which I decided looks kind of like a really very twisted Cupid's bow.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
27 to hit.
Oh, easy. Yep, give me the damage.
Awesome. 6 damage.
So this arrow comes arching up from the trees and strikes the elf ranger in the side, and he sort of like grunts. And then you see it's not his turn yet, but he's kind of fumbling. I guess he had his bow, so maybe he like drops the arrows, and then he goes fumbling on his like jacket for something in his shirt. So he's looking for something. But it's your turn, Agnoment, and you're hovering there next to him.
I would like to try an intimidation.
Okay, great.
Mod 20.
Ooh, nice. What do you say?
Be still.
Do you get kind of skeletal when you say?
I changed somehow, but you can't quite tell how.
Yeah.
I'm
you
slightly
suddenly
different.
draw focus almost, yeah. He kind of fumbles for a second. I'm going to say that he basically won't act this turn, but next round he will. So he kind of like stares at you and is aghast. Whatever he was grabbing for, he hasn't quite taken hold of it yet. So he stares, and he then says something in Elven, which I don't think you speak.
I don't.
So it's this like kind of fluid of harfith kind of a sound to you, and you don't know, but he's just looking at you in terror and confusion. Great. Eric, it's your turn. You're in a tree nearby.
So I'm 30 up on a tree.
You're 60 feet up in a tree.
Oh, 60 now.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
you're 30 feet away from where this is happening.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And how much further can I go up the tree?
You're at the top.
That's it. So now I gotta...
Either jump over.
I
and
want to
climb up.
walk out on a branch and
Okay.
hop over to the big white tree.
So you can. I would say that's still athletics. It's athletics for her. You got to climb athletic on that.
Oh,
bigger
acrobatics
tree.
doesn't work.
Acrobatics not
There's
gonna
no-
work. There's no branches. It's just the sheer trunk. So you got to go bare up the side.
Well, then that's what it's gonna have to be.
Okay, great.
All right, baby. Oh, 9.
Total. You don't
Yeah.
add anything to it. You don't even
That's
add
it.
strength.
Athletics, right?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 9.
Oh, okay, wow. So you leap across and you grab the tree and then you feel yourself scrabbling. I'm going to say you descend, you're 60 feet up, you descend 30 feet. If you want to try to make another one with your move action, you try to stop yourself. But if you don't, you're going to fall and hit the ground, basically. So what do you want to do?
I'll give it another shot.
You give me another athletics.
21.
Okay, yeah, you can dig your feet in and kind of hang there. So now you're 30 feet off the ground and then 70 feet, approximately from the thing happening up there. But you're like, did not hit the ground.
I'll
right?
get it.
Great. That's Eric. The doctor. You were
Yes.
also up a tree with Elizabeth. You're on Elizabeth's back.
Great, awesome. I can't really keep climbing. I'm gonna wait till. Can I go after her?
You can
Can I
switch.
switch.
Yep.
Great.
So Elizabeth goes first then.
I want her to try to jump up to the next.
Give me
up on
an
the
athletics check.
Great. Oh yeah, that's a 27.
Easy, yep.
Yeah.
So Agnoment's not actually on the ledge. You're just kind of hovering nearby.
Uh-huh.
So she coils her legs up against the tree trunk and then launches into the air and comes flying past you and like sticks to the side of the tree like a frog or something like that, just kind of clinging there. You're on her back and she's kind of poking her head into the doorway, right? And the elf just kind of freaks out. What do you want to do?
Did you tell it to surrender or something?
I said be still.
Be still.
Okay. I don't know if I
it's
heard
just
that.
a
So he's
shot
just
stop.
gonna. She'll do a slam attack.
Okay, great.
against
Just
the
try to
elf.
attack him. Make
Yeah.
the attack roll.
Oh, probably not. That's a 11.
No.
She can do 2 though, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So I'll do another one. I'll miss again. Sorry.
So do you feel like this is like she's trying to like get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's kind of reaching out. He like moves back as this awful monstrosity is grasping for him.
A little closer, a little closer. I seem to examine you.
Perfect. You are on her back and it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to. I guess I'll cast Shield of Faith on Elizabeth.
Yeah, great.
To give her +2 to AC.
Okay, cool. Her AC goes up by 2.
And it's not a Shield of Faith. It's like a.
Another serum.
It's like actually, I think this is more of a mechanical device.
Okay.
He's got like this little mechanical mechanism that he puts on her chest and it like wraps around her.
Oh,
It gives her like a little bit of
like
armor.
unfolds.
Yeah,
into
it like
a
unfolds into like a little.
armor
It's almost like a
piece.
dwarven thing, you could say.
Yeah,
You could imagine.
Cool.
Yeah, it
There's
looks like a little gear
breastplate.
maybe. Yeah, and it
that's
kinda-
cool.
and it just-
Awesome. So she has an AC bump. Great. Are you
That's-
good on her back?
Yeah.
Cool. Desdemonia, you're still in the tree. You fired
Yeah.
your arrow. What would you like to do now?
I want to glide over.
Okay, yeah. So you can glide over and basically land right on the edge of the
Perfect.
little lip. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm right there. And
Great.
attack with my short sword.
Do it. It's your sword.
My short sword. 24.
Definitely.
Sweet.
You have an ally adjacent, so you can roll your sneak attack damage. if you would
Yeah.
like.
Okay, get ready. 27.
27. All right. Would you like to describe how you
Yeah.
kill this?
I think as soon as I land, I do this, like, kind of sound and just, like, straight up into his chest.
Like goes into his chest and then comes out like the bottom of his mouth. And he kind of goes still and drops. As he drops, you see that in the chamber beyond, there's like a staircase. So it hugs the inside of the tree that kind of goes up and up and up and up. And you can see about halfway up that is another guard who was like coming down and seen all of this and just kind of like takes out the bow. Great. We're just going to say an initiative then, but you killed that guy. Now we are on to Agnoment.
Can I see this other person behind after
Yes.
they drop? Okay.
After they drop. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just going to try and attack them with my bow.
Cool. Your bow comes out.
25
Uh-huh.
and 12.
12. The first one will hit. Yep. Give me
Fine.
damage. Describe this bow for us for a second. So you've kind of a cool magic item.
I'm going to do 9 piercing.
9 piercing, okay.
I think it kind of looks sort of like the armor, where like it's there, but like it doesn't feel like a solid object.
Kind of
but
spectral,
But it is pretty basic too. Like nothing that I have is very fancy looking, so it's all very simple. But it has that feel of is that real or not?
Yeah, almost looks like
so
a
it comes
a
out of
mirage.
it's like it's wherever I take the arrows out of whatever is correct medievally. Like they almost don't seem real until they like hit.
Yeah, until they get strung. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So you pound him in the side, and he kind of spins a little bit, but keeps his feet. And that's your action. Do you want to do anything else?
I'll maybe like float in.
Okay, yeah. So you want to sweep in to the room. I can describe it for you. It's a big, vast, cavernous space. It's almost as the entire interior of this tree is hollowed out and it goes straight up. On the inside, there's like a spiral staircase that winds up the tree. The elf is kind of halfway up that. And you can see in the center of the room, there is almost like a willow tree sort of growing in the middle of inside this other tree, and there's all these kind of crystalline fruit that are sort of hanging off that look weird and magical. There is also some kind of a like an opening or something here on the side, but it is like thatched over, like branches and things have kind of grown across in a circle like that. So it's some kind of a door maybe or something like that, but it's got a very unusual sort of style, as though it's been grown into a door. Great, so you can flap into the room, and you shot that guy. Anything else you want to do? Is that your turn?
I think that's pretty much my turn.
Great. So then the ranger on the stairs kind of staggers back after he got hit. He will pull his bow out with 3 arrows, and he swings it across the room like this, and 3 arrows go flying out. So let's see, who's on the room? You are in the room, you're in the room, and then Elizabeth is basically in the room.
She's got her head out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll an attack. There we go. So does an 18 hit you, Desdemonia?
It does.
Cool. So you are hit. Does an 18 hit you, Agnoment? Yes. Does an 18 hit you? You guys all take 11 piercing damage. So he fires these 3 shots. She kind of groans. It sticks in her. And then the elf will scamper basically further back up the spiral staircase, heading up towards something up there.
Gotcha.
And again, you see as they go, taking out, like trying to reach into their like shirt for something. Erick, it is your turn. So you are 70 feet down, clinging to the tree.
Come on,
Just
Eric.
having a good time, a little adventure on my own.
Yeah.
Would you accept this?
Let me pitch something to you.
How close are the trees? Are the trees close enough for me to sort of parkour acrobatically my way up and back?
This is
Like bounce, hop, lunge, volley.
This is a true moment of Dungeons and Dragons, where a character who has acrobatics and athletics tries to describe for me why the thing they're doing isn't athletic, but it's acrobatic. Yes, I will allow you to do it. It will be a little bit trickier. You will still have to overcome that 30-foot gap where the tree ends and the platform.
Yeah.
Right. But yes, go ahead and give me an acrobatics. A little more difficult, but you can do it.
All right.
There is another option here, don't forget.
I know.
I just want you to be aware. Yeah.
But in Erick, he thinks he wants to do as much as he can within his own power.
Cool. Go for
before
it.
losing it.
Gotcha.
So he looks over his shoulder to the nearest tree, hoping to volley backward.
Let's do it.
Oh, good. 24.
Yo, easy. Yeah, great. So I will say you can spend your whole round then, and you can parkour back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and get yourself in a position where you're now at the height of one of these trees, 30 feet up to that ledge.
Back where I was.
And you can see that Elizabeth is kind of clinging to the side and got hit with an arrow. So there's still some combat going on in there.
And I feel for her when I see that.
Oh, poor
It
creature.
isn't the first time that I felt such.
Elizabeth's turn. She was shot by an arrow, but is still clinging kind of to the side. What do you want to do? What do the two of you want to do?
No! He'll shout. He gets really mad about that.
Sure.
Hey,
Hey, guys. Hey, guys over here. Don't shoot my wife. Hey. Cool, great. So he'll cast, he's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, great.
8
Cool.
is the total.
Yeah, she gets 8 hit points back. That's
And
up to you.
I keep track of that.
You do.
Yep.
So you heal her, but that's on your turn, right?
Oh, it's
she
her
goes,
turn.
She goes first, yeah. Well, that's fine. You could have done that on
Holy
your
cow.
turn.
So she's going to go up. Can she try to jump up to that up there?
Sure, yeah.
Is that
Give me
okay?
another athletics,
Yeah. So she'll peer in. I'm still on her. And she's going to try to jump up there.
Great.
Based off of my command. The athletics is 21.
Great. She bends her knees and lunges like a superhero up onto these stairs and lands between the elf and going further up the stairs. And crashes into the side of the staircase, and he just stops. Terror.
She's going to take 2 big slam attacks.
Cool.
at
Yeah,
her.
do it. Can you give me... She doesn't have a saddle or anything, right? You're just holding onto her back.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you give me an acrobatic or dex save? As,
dex save?
as the doctor to stay on her back.
Yes. Do you want
Yeah.
these attack?
Do the save first because you might have fallen off as she leapt.
Okay. So I fell off, probably.
Okay.
It's athletics, you said?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, a dex save. That's a 5, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she leapt, and you just weren't ready for the strength of it, and you like crash into the tree. There's that tree growing in the center of the room, so you're like in the branches of it, and she lands up there, and is now can make her attacks.
Great, awesome.
Give me those attacks.
Should I re-roll those attacks?
No, you can use them.
Okay, cool. That's a 21 and then a
Oh yeah.
23.
Yep. Give me the damage.
Awesome. 21 total damage.
Okay. Would you like to describe?
Oh yeah. So she just goes up there, and I think she just grabs him and just rips him.
Did she take his ear?
He would, but
One
she
hand like on the neck.
Has he been hit before? Or is
Yeah,
this
he got
just
hit with one arrow.
Oh, okay.
Agnoment shot him.
Yeah, I think it's
Like
still
on the
like
neck
a
and like
rip.
on the shoulder, and then just rips in half, and the bones crack, and it's horrendous.
And then she looks back at me for approval.
Desdemonia sees this and just has the biggest smile on her face.
Ooh, yeah, just like, glee, just mischief and glee. At the blood and the death.
You see, I'm weird.
I see why you like her.
Great. At that point, we're going to be out of initiative as you've killed both. Oh, wait a minute.
Doink.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stay in initiative. Great. Back up the top with Desdemonia. So you cannot immediately see any more threats, but what would you do in the immediate aftermath of that?
I directly go next to Elizabeth and just kind of run my hand through the carnage.
The horrible,
I'm just
stitched together
going
flesh.
through the blood.
That's great. So you go up the stairs over towards her. Give me a perception when you get up there.
21.
Okay, great. So you kind of get in a better position, and you're sort of caressing this grotesquerie of flesh that is your wife. You can see further up the stairs, there's like a little nook kind of that goes outside the tree, and you can see basically there's a little sniper's nest, effectively. And you can see that sitting in that position is another guard who's kind of peering down the stairs at all the commotion and sees you ugh.
Just rubbing this blood all over me. Just
But there's an elf that's been ripped in half, and there's all these people coming in.
We're lighting the beacons of elves at this
Yeah,
place.
right. It's like you've triggered them all in this sequence so far. Yeah. So that's your move. You still have an action and a cunning action. So what would you like to do?
Perfect. Well, as I'm rubbing that blood all over me and I see that, I just at him.
Nice.
How I already moved, right?
But you could use your bonus action to dash up and get.
Yeah, I want to dash right up next to him.
Go running up the stairs.
24 to hit.
Using the short sword?
Yeah.
Great. Yes, that will definitely hit.
So we 7 damage.
Awesome. Yeah. So you slash this guard. Let me see if it's male or female. Actually, I should be rolling this. Female. Usually maybe a slasher in the stomach, across, a wide.
Yeah, because I'm coming up the stairs and
yeah.
I'm just
Swashbuckling move. Yeah. She shrieks and falls back a little bit. Great. Agnoment. So Desdemonia is still going up these stairs, has engaged another guard on the way up. You're just kind of flying in the middle of the room.
I'm just constantly emotionless. I'm gonna turn around and go to the balcony and look out.
And Erick is just looking at the big tree over his shoulder. He's like, I failed this last time. You idiot. You're failing Yog.
Can I fly out to him
Yeah.
and get to him on my turn?
Sure. Yeah, you can fly over there. I would say you could basically try to carry him with an athletics to try to hoist him if you want.
I'm just not good.
Great. So I would say if you fly, pick him up, and then fly back, that would be your whole turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I won't say anything.
Please. Send me an angel, Yog.
And then this evil angel just descends. Yeah.
I got a 15.
Yeah. Okay. Under the arms. What are you imagining?
Yeah, probably.
Great.
Because I can't.
And I, immediately let go and just trust fall backwards. In Yog I trust.
Yeah.
Yog you deliver.
When the wings are beating as you're carried up, place him just on the ledge, right?
Yeah, I'll probably carry him in and then at some point just let go and keep
go.
flying.
Yeah, I'm just heading up there. Okay, great.
Drop him.
Thank you, Yog.
Perfect. And then it is this ranger's turn. So they're in melee with you. They really don't have a lot of space they can go. So they are going to slash you. They draw a scimitar and try to slash at you. 19.
That's it.
It wouldn't be D&D if I wasn't always overcoming your AC with every attack roll.
God.
That's 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then they're going to provoke an opportunity attack from you. This little sniper's nest, an open window. There's 2 pillars supporting it, but there's no glass. They're going to try to scamper out the side and go up the side of the tree.
Got it.
But they'll provoke from you as they do that, so you can make an opportunity attack if you like.
19.
19, great. That'll hit, but no sneak attack or anything, just regular damage.
Got it. 11 damage.
Great. So the elf kind of takes that hit. 11, you said? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking bad. And then scampers out the side and disappears. It's just to climb up the side of the tree. And she moves fleetly, she has a climb speed, right?
Yeah.
There's no check needed. Great, that is her. She's
give her
out
a
of
little
sight
hiss.
from you. And then we are on to Erick. What would you like to do, Erick?
From my vantage point right at the opening that I just was delivered
Yes,
unto.
You're in this space. The tree is in front of you with him in the branches. Staircase, Elizabeth, and then further up, Desdemonia was fighting somebody in one of these little...
And did I see the person that they were fighting?
Give me a perception.
Okay. 14.
You had a general sense. You didn't maybe see them, but you saw there was some kind of a fracas up there.
I'm going to put 2 and 2 together, and my eyes dart from person to person to dead body, and look up at the opening window, and then I close my eyes, and I open my eyes, and then they're burning green.
Yes.
And then I take my hand, the hand of Yog, I place it upon my heart, and then a pulse of fire with my heartbeat flashes through my body. And through the flame, there is a blackened, charred gargoyle.
All Hail Yog is an Experience Points production. It was directed and dungeon mastered by Timothy J. Meyer. Agnoment is played by Kate Enge at I Don Quixote on Twitter. Desdemonia is played by Heather Lore at Land of Lore on Instagram. Dr. Hughbert is played by Cody Bushee at Cody Bushee on Twitter. Erick Idylvain is played by Paul Vonasek at Paul Vonasek on Twitter. You can find the show on Twitter at XP Web Series. Our audio engineer was Tim Alvarez. The game was played using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set, as owned by Wizards of the Coast. The main titles are A Night on Bald Mountain by Modest Mussorgsky, performed by the Skidmore College Orchestra. Additional music includes Dies Irae by Aurora Surgit and Alessia Randon, Symphony No. 5 in D minor by Dmitri Shostakovich, performed by the DuPage Symphony Orchestra. String Quartet No. 8 by Dmitri Shostakovich, performed by the Lawrence Street String Quartet. The Scythian Suite by Sergei Prokofiev, performed by the Ukrainian State Symphony Orchestra. Thanks for listening, and Yog before all.